Okay, so this video is kind of going to be me rambling about two particular things. Just kind of my thoughts on, I guess, quote-unquote, YouTube as it's someone who, as far as I can tell, is being completely hidden from any algorithm. Because if you try to search up the name Drunk Wolf, no, not Frunk, fucking Drunk Wolf, you get a different Drunk Wolf. Oh, and you get me. Never mind. Huh. Don't know why. Okay, anyway. Never mind. That's out of the way. Mainly, for so long, trying to search up my channel name in particular, like my channel in particular, like Drunk Wolf, the channel that you're probably watching this on, it just wouldn't show. Like, even after, like, I changed the name at one point, to be a little more specific, like, I believe it was, like, Drunk Wolf 87 or some shit like that, and it still didn't work. But I guess now it does work, so, neat? I guess if people look up Drunk Wolf, they'll find a bunch of different videos in this horrible YouTube channel, so But besides that, I was kind of going to talk about, well, before that, but even so, I'm going to kind of talk about it where, I guess you can see this as update video number 5,487. I guess more of just 0.5, that because it's kind of just minor, going to be a small little segment on it, of where the channel is going, which, again, I don't know. I said in the deltarune video beforehand, which I'm going to be talking about a little later, that I kind of don't know where this channel is going. I have no direction for it. I have nothing in particular I want to put up. I kind of just put things up. I think this whole me talking to a blank screen thing works out well. I guess just the only problem that I maybe have is that it's like, it gets boring to watch a lot of the time, I feel. I think it just gets boring to watch me literally doing nothing but sitting here talking to a blank screen for a good couple of minutes. But what I was essentially going to segue in from me talking about my channel a bit to deltarune is that I am small enough to not really give a shit about like things like drama or the small little reviews and shit that I do really affecting me in any personal way. I know if I continue doing this YouTube thing, there's going to be a point in time when it's like I say a review going down to the comments and there's just going to be like hordes and hordes of people who just don't fucking, I guess, like the review and shit, which is like, yeah, I'm prepared for that. Like, I really don't fucking care. Like, I genuinely don't give a shit. But what I wanted to do was kind of, I guess, say something very particular. That particular thing is that I don't hate the Undertale fandom. Because I feel like the biggest driving home thing in that, I guess, statement was that I didn't want deltarune to become the Undertale fandom. And the major reason why is because I started liking liking Undertale less than the fandom or any ideas that Undertale had. Mainly just because, like, a lot of it was, like, purposely vague, which I'm fine with. But it's like, I feel like with Undertale, I would prefer a story more being told first than anything else. Like, essentially, I'm starting to kind of get back into the old, I'm kind of just doing something that I call Wandering the Ruins, or whatever the hell. Where essentially I, like, start looking into, like, dead or not really so active fandoms, because the Undertale fandom right now is kind of nothing. If there are even still people out there that, like, praise the game for being fucking, like, the best thing to come to the planet, they're fucking gone. They're fucking gone, or they stay in their gremlin cave. But, yeah, it's like, while I don't hate the fandom itself, at the same exact time, I guess I'm more or less just scared that deltarune is going to gain the same toxicity Because that's what happened to Undertale. Undertale gained a big-ass toxic fandom in a certain sense, where it's like the art that people would create and the music and all that kind of stuff kind of got outweighed by a lot of the toxic crap, which... or people constantly doing nothing but listening or doing shit with the music. With the music and with, like, with the music and, like, all this other random horse-happy bullshit. Sorry. Just took a shower, and showers make me sleepy. Anyway, but it's like, it kind of just got down to a point where, like, where it's like, I guess it's like being in the fandom, you couldn't really do any other shit besides talk about or do shit with the fandom, and it's like, of course, he was like, oh, well, no shit, if you're part of a fandom, you're gonna be in said fandom, and it's like, yeah, sure, I fully understand that, but it's like, if I can't talk about or share anything else besides shit that the fandom creates or shit that the fandom is based upon, it's like, what? Okay. Because, like, isn't the fandom supposed to be a bunch of people under a general common like? Which means that, sure, right, sure. It's like, oh yeah, but aren't you mostly going to be talking about the fandom? Yeah, sure it would, but it would just be nice to every so often, like, go, oh yeah, I really like this music. I also know another kind of music that doesn't fully like this, but I still like it. Because in the end, if it's a bunch of people who like a certain kind of thing, it would just be nice to recommend other things that are like it, which I could never really do with the Undertale fandom from, like, the very small pockets that I drifted in between. And God, the multiple universes, that shit just kind of annoys me, because it's like doing, like, shit with the characters, or, like, expanding upon or the community expanding upon certain characters, I'm fine with, but it's like this, all of the alternate universes just kind of annoy me now. Like, sure, a lot of it I guess is fine, like, a lot of it I think if it's, like, not too outrageous, I guess, like, if it's, like, an alternate universe off of a certain event in the game, I'm usually fine. But if it's, like, oh, this is an entire alternate universe that I've created that's about, like, the stars and the gods of shit, and it's like, fuck, why? Like, I felt like a lot of people were just making alternate universes to just make them at a certain point. Like, people were just like, oh, here's an alternate universe that's just kind of Undertale, but is in reverse. Oh, humans underground is monsters, and you're monster child. Actually, I think that's probably a thing, and if it's not, fucking God. I don't know, I guess it just got too outlandish for me. But it's like, you're even thinking, oh, why are you even making this video? Again, like you said, you're not really under any drama or pressure or anything like that. Because, in all honesty, this is a video I just wanted to make, for clarity's sake. Because something I do a fuck ton is I focus a bunch on the negative, and I never really explain why I have certain views. I just say, oh, I have these views, and I never really expand upon why. And it's usually because it's like I'm too focused on the negative parts of something that sometimes I can't even fully justify why I hate it, because sometimes it's just a guttural feeling of, I fucking hate this. Like, sometimes it was just a guttural notion and feeling that, oh yeah, no, I just don't like this thing. Like, there have been a lot of times, like hell, the entire reason why, I guess, now I have such a, I guess, critical mindset and shit on things for any personal friends that know me personally, who, I don't know, fucking watch this shit for whatever reason, know that I have a critical mindset on damn near everything. Like, I always look at it like, oh yeah, there's always something that can be improved upon. but at the, like, same exact fucking time, I just kind of look at it like, okay. Like, I just look at it like, there are sometimes when I just gutturally hate something, and I have no explanation. Like, someone will be like, oh, why do you hate insert thing here? And it's just like, because I hate it. I'm like, but why? And it's like, I fucking, you know what? I don't know. I just gutturally fucking hate the thing. Like, there have been a lot of times where I just go, you know what? I just hate this. Yeah, I got it. There will be a lot of times where I just go, you know what? I just fucking hate this. Like, a lot of fucking times. And the same kind of thing just happened with the Undertale fandom. Where Oliver just switched in my head where it's like, you know what? You're getting tired of this. You now hate this. I'm like, okay. But it's like, looking back on it now, like, sure, I think a lot of the remixes and songs are like, yeah, alright, they're cool, but I just prefer the retro theme of a lot of them. And, like, I like some of the more alternate universes. Other ones I fucking just don't get. Like, why to some of them? Some of them I just don't get or understand any of it. I just don't. And no, I'm not gonna name a couple because there are so many out there that I just can't name any. Like there's some where it's like the ones I generally don't mind when it's like going off of a certain event or how or an alternate universe after like the game ends, which I guess would count as its own thing, or an alternate universe or whatever the hell. And it's like there are just some that it's like, yeah, I don't mind this, or oh, I don't mind that, but at the same exact time it's like, well, fuck, I just don't like thing, or I don't like some, like, that's just all of this just boils down to me getting tired of the Undertale fandom really fast. Because it was fucking everywhere. And I think that was also the original reason why I didn't play certain games, or that I wasn't a part of certain things. Like, I remember when, like, Bendy and the Ink Machine, like, started coming out, and it's like, I would just ignore it. And it's like, looking back on it now, it's like, the game even really wasn't that good. Like, it had potential, but it really isn't that good. Like, I guess, like, the best thing that could have come out of it was it being kind of Bioshocky, which isn't what happened. But it's just, like... I just don't want it to be this big thing. Like, again, in the video I sort of talked about some of the things that Toby Fox said, one of the biggest things being it's kind of its own thing, making nods back to Undertale. Big-ass nods, to be fair, but nods nonetheless. And I guess I just hope that the community doesn't start doing shit, which, again, I'm already seeing signs of. Hell, you know when fucking Game fucking Theory, you know when Game Theory starts doing deltarune shit, which, fucking, look at that, he's already done 2 fucking things of, like, oh, and he's still being supported by BetterHelp. Ah, fuck you, Game Theory, just burn. Burn. Anyway. But it's like, yeah, no, it's like, you can already see certain, like, things. Like, I'm already seeing, like, this. I'm already seeing, like, the effects of what kind of started happening with the Undertale fandom, and it's just like, no. 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 That plain and simple, just no. I don't want half the shit that's currently going on happening, because I know for a goddamn fact all it's going to be is just the same stupid bullshit. That's all. That's all. That's all I want to say in this video, is that I just hope I don't get as sick of the Deltarune fandom as I did the Undertale fandom, because I really like Deltarune, and I think it has so much goddamn potential. I just don't want it squandered on useless theories. That is all. I still don't know how to properly end this on these videos. Yeah, that's good.